Hi there Bite fans, welcome to the first Bite podcast of the season. I'm your host Lucy. We're bringing you all the latest off-season news and updates. This is your podcast powered by SA Power Networks, so get in touch with us on Facebook and Twitter and let us know what you want to see. Hey there Bite fans, we're here today with Nathan Davison, the General Manager of the Adelaide Bite. Nathan, how are you today?
Very well, thank you, good to be here.
Thanks. First question today. Big question of the off-season about the Adelaide Bite home ground. What can you tell us?
Well, we're lucky enough to be back at Norwood Oval after much negotiation, and we know that it's the spiritual home of the baseball in South Australia, so we're very much looking forward to being back there. And Norwood have been cooperative in the off-season with giving us more access to the field, and we're going to play some local club games there as well. So we get the fans there and we get the local players to get along and have a run around.
That's great to hear. Great season last season. You came third. How can we improve on that this year?
I think it's probably a generous usage of the word great. It was a really tight finish, a four-way tie. We had a fantastic first half, and then a lot of our players went down with injury, so we really battled to make it, which was fantastic. But in order to go the next step, I guess that's what we need to do is build on the pre-season with the players that are coming from overseas, and make sure that our local content, the depth of those players continues to increase, and we get off to a good start again, opening round on November 1st.
Now the first game on November 1st is against the dual champions, the Perth Heat. What can we expect from that? Perfect barometer to kick off the season?
Yeah, well, you'd think so. A lot of people will argue it's probably a good time to get them before they normally get really hot after Christmas, and last year Adelaide fans will be testament to that because they saw them beat up on us pretty well. But it's probably a good time to get them before they get back into the swing of things. But we'll be ready to go day one. We know that we need to, and we know that last year was an indicator of that we had to get going early, and we did. So this year we hope we get off to a good start against Perth, and we can take it to them in the first 3-game series.
And now the imports, Denny, Beckman, JJ, are they all going to be back this year?
They're all very popular, and I guess the nature of our competition and league is that we get luckily enough players that are developing and on the way up. So we're unlikely to see those guys back, even though we've tracked them over the off-season. We may see Hu back, and I know the Taiwanese contingent came out and supported him around the country. Unlikely to see any of the others, but at the minute, Pat Kelly's in the States, in New York, meeting them for their farm directors meetings, and they're going to know exactly who we have out here. So within the next couple of weeks there'll be some announcements on who we're getting. Excellent,
so stay tuned for those guys. And now what can we expect from the local players? Will we see them back this year? Have they been busy over the off-season?
Well, we've had them spread far and wide around the globe. Guys in the Czech Republic, Matt Smith, who people would remember played in France. We also had him in independent ball. Josh Craigbrett had a fantastic season. So Steph Welsh in his pro season did great as well. So definitely they're an important part of what we're doing. And no doubt, as what happened with the old ABL, is that we need to make sure the overall standard of those players lifts. And it does. When you're playing in and around better players and against them all the time, you're going to get better. So hopefully those guys come back and they've had a great off-season. We've got a lot of young fellas that have just started training in the last week or so that are out there with Tony Harrison, Warwick, Wally Marks, that's out there ready to go. So they'll be ready come day one.
Excellent. Now we know a lot of players have their game day rituals and superstitions. Davo, how do you prepare for the game?
Well, how do I prepare for a game? As general manager, it's obviously very important how I prepare for the games. No, not really, only kidding. The players do have the superstitions, and I just try to, as long as the players come and are ready to play, that's fine with us. And we need to make sure that all things off the field are going well. So we want to encourage people to get involved with the team and get some merchandise and come and support the players, and we do that via social media and the website and all those kind of things that are off field. Anything other than do with the playing side of things is what I'm interested in and what we'd love feedback on. So if there's any opportunity for anyone out there, we're always going to offer opportunity to give the office a call or email me or talk to Mike or Brad or any of the guys that are in here, and Pat's always here as well, and make sure we get the feedback from the fans.
And David, what have you got coming up for the fans to look forward to?
Well, This is our second year in a row we're going to be at the Royal Show, and it's a fantastic event and great timing for us to get people to the show. You come and try, we've got the inflatable pitching machine where you can come and every person that participates gets a free ticket to the opening series, so we hope to get a lot of kids along there. And we actually are one of the stalls for the Yellow Brick Road this year, so we'll get 20,000 fans coming by there. We'll have memberships on sale and merchandise and kids club sign up, so it's a fantastic time. Come along, you'll see how the Bite have their ad on the front screen as you walk in via the northern entrance there at the show. And we're in the Jubilee Pavilion, so it should be a fantastic time. The show's always really busy. Come and get your show bags and come along to the Bite stall.
Excellent. That's right, guys, so look out for them at this year's Royal Adelaide show. In the meantime, the first game kicks off on November 1st at Norwood Oval. Hope to see you there. Get down there, cheer the boys on.